can guarantee you've never heard a story of an adventuring party like mine before. This story is filled to the brim with mysteries, wanderlust, intrigue, very questionable deeds, impromptu experiences, violence, love, magic, and of course, luck. Lady Luck was always tilted in our favor, even when things were dire. This is a story of how the world learned of our name. Start from the top. Are we live? Yeah. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? Hey, it's Girls Run This World. It's ROLL4LUCK night. It's a good time to do some shenanigans. If you are ever so inclined, you probably need to take a little shot, a little sip of something, because it's gonna be a day. So let's go around the table and see who we are and who we're gonna be playing tonight. Starting with Ava.
Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your mother, Ava, here. I'm playing Samir, the Oath of Fate Paladin Ergonasi. Both of us use she, her pronouns. And let's see if this cold is trying to kill me today. It should be fine. I'm fine.
It should be fine. DK.
Hi, hello, that's me. I am the DK. I will also be the Dizzy. When I'm not that, I'm other places, and I'll talk about that later.
Hey, it's Mo.
Wow, hi, it's me, Mo. I feel like yep, I knew you were gonna do that. Good thing I didn't hit send. I'm producing this evening, so if anything goes wrong, it is my fault. I am also playing Maple Amaso. She's doing okay, if you say so. She, they pronouns. You go, Ryu.
Hey, it's me. I'm Ryu. I do stuff on the internet, variety streamer, producer here on Girls from These Worlds, and wizard.
Nothing to see here.
That was a very voice.
Oh, hey, something real cool is I'm also the chaos mistress here on ROLL4LUCK. I almost said Girls from These Worlds again. Anyway, I think. Hey, go tell your friends, your rich friends, to come and sub and donate to us because we need it. That'd be super great. It's gay month. It's because we're it's because we're gay, black, and here to stay. So
I thought you were about to say Customer Appreciation Day.
Aren't we in a shop technically?
We're customers.
Technically, we are in a shop.
I'm not paying for shit. Just so we're all aware.
Remember when I said it's going to be a night? Anyway, so definitely do that, and let's see who is going to do the recap for today for the Dumble Inspo. Hey, Ava.
Hi, it's me. Last week, we continued with our ambush fight with some very, very horrible people who Ryu would say were their good boys, but they're not. We killed some more. We unconscious some more. The main people that we unconscious were two vampires. One named Herschel, who was the main person after our beloved Dizzy, and then Simon, who was a punk ass bitch. So we have them now. We are able to take them to one of Dizzy's locations. I don't recall the name of the shop, but we're good. We're all good. And we're about to interrogate Simon while Herschel is unconscious still, currently. We'll deal with that one later.
Eventually.
But yeah, that was basically it. We fought, we kidnapped, we're interrogating. That's it.
You came, you saw, you conquered, you killed some people, knocked some others out.
Hey, Ryu.
What happened?
Can I make a special request?
Oh boy, here we
You
go.
know our roll stuff that expired at the end of last session that we didn't get to use? I would like to bargain that because
What
we're
roll stuff?
down. Didn't we lose inspos after last
Oh
session?
no, because we got some rollovers from people. So no,
Damn.
we have 2 rounds left. Or
Oh,
2 sessions left now.
never mind. I'll
You're
leave
good.
my bargaining to myself. You did say we took a short rest. I didn't roll for that. I should do that. Carry
And
on.
also, I'm going to give my inspo for today to Dizzy.
Oh.
A
Yeah.
gift.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks.
Um.
Samir already has 2. I'm gonna just give them to the cousin.
So now that we have done with the inspo lawyering, um, ting, um, let's hop back into the game. As the last thing I believe we all left out on was Simon stating, "You have no idea the fuckery you've come across, come to have to deal with." Um, Now that Simon has been a little satiated by the taste of Dizzy's blood, um, it's it's almost as if, obviously being in full danger and panic mode has kind of washed away for Simon for now. And he just says, "Okay, what do you want to know first?" I'm literally an open book, and I'm lower on the rung. I have some of the information, never all of it, but I can certainly help with whatever you need because I can recognize a problematic chain exchange when I see one.
Hey, Simon, I'd sure like to know why a bunch of people just tried to kill me. Since you're asking.
Mm. So, um, it was a test to say the least. The last time that I was around the castle grounds, I had a little snack, you know. Um, and from my little snack out there, your names came up. Your mm, dealings outside of Kiss, and the I brought that to my higher ups. One of them being this one. And he points over to Herschel. That one got a glint in his eye and told us, let's test that theory. So the good news is, no. The bad news is you capturing us and sitting us here with another one that we had to test kind of proves what we were under the assumption of in the first place, that you are way more than you seem.
You keep mentioning test. What type of fucking test are you talking about?
Test of power, test of strength, test of you're no ordinary knight.
Okay, so what do we get for winning then?
So much. So much, but I think it's also on the bottom of the totem pole at this point. There are way other bigger knights to fry, if you know what I mean.
So, just to make sure I have this specific poignant clear, it wasn't so much specifically Dizzy, this was an overall general test for all of us, but they were using Dizzy to
Oh
push.
no, we have no idea who the fuck you guys are. No.
You need to make things a bit more specific.
Oh, okay.
Especially because you mentioned things outside of Kiss. I've done things outside of Kiss, so of course I'm going to assume that's confusing. So
Simon
please.
looks at Dizzy and just goes, "Do you want to tell him or should I tell him?"
I mean, you'd have to be specific.
Whatever your group is that goes and deals with portals and information that has to do with that has gotten your folk in some interesting power struggles outside of your circle.
Hmm. Well, first and foremost, I have to ask, do you even know what my order does, Simon? Do you know who you're chasing? Do you know who you tried to kill?
No. And also, to be fair, weren't trying to dead or alive kind of situation, truly.
This
Dizzy,
the issue still is the or alive or dead part. So no.
the part where me dying was an option is sort of what I take offense to. Uh,
Well,
Dizzy
yeah.
is gonna crouch down and get just real close. She's not threatening him. She's just real close to Simon,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, "Before I tell you what we do, let me ask you something. Was it nice being hungry and just having access to your food source, not having to go out and kill or maim, just because it is a biological need, having it?"
I would, yeah,
It's not a trick question.
yes. Uh, yes. I mean, I only kill when necessary, and my feeding is a little different than the rest of the guys. The rest of
But I'm
the
guessing that killing is not usually your plan A. It's not what
no,
you'd prefer.
no. I'm an info gatherer by trade.
And what about him?
That one would definitely enjoy any kill, whether they're hungry or not.
Hmm. Simon, my order deals with knowledge, and clearly you and your posse don't understand the importance of it, so I'm going to illuminate you. The Order of the Darkling deals with all knowledge, everything that is known, from the beginning of recorded history to now. And yeah, sometimes portals come up, but 1,000 other stories exist in our archives. The people, and she points at Oleander and the space that nothing just occupied, that you just tried to kill, are part of a special unit tasked to go out into a Malgarth and find folks like yourself with unique dietary needs or unique environmental needs, let's say. Some of them don't even know what's happened to them. Some of them don't know what they are. And that does make them dangerous. Anything that doesn't know what it is dangerous and should be stopped. But the Darklings, we intervene before it gets to the point where it goes too far and someone has to be stopped. We provide shelter, ethical food sources, training, and knowledge about the abilities that have either been given or forced upon them. And to do that, we need access to all of the knowledge ever. So next time, one, I would maybe not find people so uniquely tasked to kick your ass, and two, maybe just do a little more research. We have no quarrel with you. We are trying to make a place in society for you so that you don't have to skulk around in the dark, so that you don't have to kill to eat.
Simon, who are the people who ordered this to happen at your higher ups, or is that above your pay grade?
So, well, that's the problem is that a lot, okay. So, okay. Listen. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people are a lot of the factions are making a couple moves, and this was our group's move to get ahead of that game. The reason I was at the castle was to seek out specifically people that had been close to some portals and information about their uses. So, unfortunately, if the Darklings were tasked to do more than just that, whoever I took a snack out of didn't know that much.
That's the point.
Well, but they had a good bit of information on the portals. The portals are a play for power. Even if we don't
Mm.
understand it, my group is going to want more power in
The
the new
portals,
structures to come.
you can't be a very old vampire, can you? Neither can he, because neither of you has any fucking sense. The portals are not the key to power, they are the key to conquest, and they are two different things.
Same thing to some of us.
Clearly. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it accurate.
I just do what I'm told. You know, I kind of stretch my legs. I get a little information and send it back. Um, this was a ploy to get a little stretch. Herschel was one of the main guys, and then there was, of course, some talk with the rest of the pointers. So, um, you kind of got my. The point was for me to just test y'all out and get as much information as possible.
Well, good job, Simon. You have tested my patience.
Well, if it's any consolation, I can also tell you the reason Keonse was taken.
I mean, you did promise that to Nina, so might as well at this point. But before all that,
Mm.
can you enlighten us some more information on this Herschel person? I'm assuming once we're done with our conversation, there's going to be some more clarification from him or attempt at such. So, any information on him that you can glean would be appreciated.
Don't let him bite you. While mine is a little dull, I can't make more of us.
He does seem like a bit of a higher one. So,
I
is
feel
that
like
all?
you said that to hurt me, and I
Well,
mean, I
no
don't
offense,
want
but
to do that. Do you know what it takes to have to deal with ones that you make? Like I don't want any of that. No, thank you.
I don't feel like thinking it over too much. It was more so the feeling when the temptation to try to kill him came over, and got the feeling that if I was to take him out, he would simply go somewhere else, type of higher vampire. So
Ah,
makes
so you've
sense.
dealt with them before. Yeah, pretty much. Hard to kill. For good. Again. Mm.
Yes, my dear Mabel. Mabel.
Maple looks really guilty for a second and just kind of like staring at his fangs, like look up for a quick second to make eye contact and then back to his fangs. Okay, so like to be fair, you are giving us an awful lot of info here. So like if you have a second, I would like to do a quick, self-esteem exercise because you've been saying a lot of negative about yourself. And I'm just curious, if you could give me even like one fact that you enjoy about being like a vampire. Is that what you are? I'm sorry if I'm misunderstanding. I know Herschel is, but I'm not really sure about you.
He is.
Okay.
You want one great fact about myself? Or
Right, yeah, just like
vampires
dig
in
deep.
general?
No, you in particular. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down real quick. This is
Disease crisscross applesauce.
yeah. Essentially, same thing. It's like both the paladins just like, yeah, we're just gonna pop a squat now. We're getting comfy.
Simon just looks at y'all. Just go. About me? I mean, before this job, I was really good at what I do.
Which is, I'm assuming, the info gathering or
The info gathering. The type of vamp that I am is the type that can't change people, but if I get a good bite, I can read your mind.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
It can be the downside is if I kill a person while doing it, their thoughts become mine. So
I can imagine it gets cluttered.
lots of yelling sometimes as well.
With lots of voices in there.
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, okay. Takes a village, they say, to raise a kid. So, I guess it takes a village to raise a vampire for you in your case as well. May I suggest, information gathering seems mighty fun and all, but I have found woodworking to be quite enjoyable. If you were looking for another hobby, maybe give the voices something else to talk about for a little while, Give them a break from getting no neighbors for a second. Just doing something tactile, like with your hands, maybe instead of your mouth.
Hey, what's happening? I understood the good cop, bad cop. What is this?
No, I've
Good
decided
guard,
to dabble
bad
a little
guard.
bit in
What is this?
therapy. Let me know if I'm overstepping a bit.
This is fantastic.
God
damn it, Ark.
Simon, do you like working for him? Or do you like information gathering?
I was about to ask that.
I enjoy information gathering. It kind of scratches an itch. Working for him, hit or miss. I enjoy the group I'm in. I enjoy some of the folk.
Well, should you change your mind, swing back by the castle and tell them we sent you.
You're joking, right?
Dizzy, you have to stop reading my own mind, because I was also considering an offer slightly akin to that, but maybe not as glamorous. I belong to the Temple of Clothis, not as glamorous as
Temple's
castle-related
pretty
work,
glamorous.
but not as much as the castle. I think Clothis would be okay with me saying that, but and if you don't know, for Clothis, she is someone who deals with maintaining balances and things. And information, surprisingly, is needed a lot of the time to maintain specific types of balances. If you also wish to, I can give you my signature acknowledgement that I am vouching for you if you ever want to go to the temple instead.
I don't understand what's happening anymore.
What maybe I can help. I do also, just since we're sharing tidbits. I don't have anything to offer you per se, but I would like to call your bluff for a moment, because you did say, we're not a priority because there are bigger fish to fry, but I don't know if you've seen me, but I am pretty large and in charge. You know what I mean? And like my
He
heart's
is.
even bigger. So
Yes.
if you'll just, I don't know if there are bigger fish, to be honest. Last time I weighed myself, I think I was around 260. I got a little
I'm
beef.
just thinking of
on
that
these
fish,
bones, like
that fish song on TikTok.
if I were a fish and you caught
Yeah.
me, fish.
That is a maple song. That is a maple song.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I just think you should hang out with us because we're fun. That's all.
For me personally, like I said, balance in all things, but then also measuring the weight of someone, so to speak. I can tell you're not a horrible person. I know you're not a horrible person. I've seen and interacted with horrible people. So you're not someone that I would willingly want to have you meet their maker anytime soon. So if you want other opportunities for change or growth, I'm someone that rather push that instead of punishment. As you notice, I tended to not want to actually kill your fellows out there. I rather knock them out instead. The only one I really was tempted was that bastard right there. Really, really tempted. Otherwise, who am I to really judge?
I gotta say, of all the interrogations I've been a part of, this is certainly one for the books, especially considering I assumed I would just die at the end of all of this.
Yeah, you're good.
They're bigger fish, some would say, huh?
Don't do stupid
Right?
things. If you don't do stupid things, like if you just turn around and like send an army this way, that you're good. Don't be stupid.
I mean, I can't do much anyway. You kind of stop.
Exactly. You're fine. You're just a knucklehead.
Okay.
All the voices have to give their input.
Dizzy reaches out and just lightly touches Samir's arm.
she just pats it. She just pats Dizzy's hand. Oh, I need to do this for Bree. Because
okay, here we go. Because you're lifting Simon up. I'm waiting.
Well, I personally don't really agree, because how fucking dare you? Like, you did all that. Like, you promised me information and then you went ahead and attacked me. You're a punk ass bitch. I hate you. You're a bastard. How dare you? But like, if they say it's okay, then I guess it's okay. But like, I want you to like watch your back, Simon, because like, I know you out here in these streets, so don't play with me like that.
I am terrified for the day where we meet somebody that Bree likes. Because the way that we talk
That
to
needs-
people that Bree dislikes is already terrifying. So I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
Man, it would have been great if she does have actual vicious mockery, but she doesn't have that.
Oh.
Oh.
Just an inherent skill set.
Yeah. Who needs a spell slot?
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So you know, it's interesting. I've never been offered so many jobs after a fail. It's very okay. So what exactly? First things first.
Mhm.
Are you going to continue on your whatever it is you guys are doing path of heroing and what?
Is that
What's
a general question or a Dizzy question?
That's a general question.
Okay.
I have horses. I'm going to leave the other questions to the adults.
How old are you? You know what? Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Maple's an adult. I just...
You saw like a brief moment of Samir being like genuine confusions, like, has Maple just been a minor with us this entire time?
Sometimes
Yeah,
Wait.
it's an adult to your
Yeah.
adult.
Awful. Yes.
Got it.
Me.
I mean, I have some obligations that I need to take care of, and then whatever the winds of fates take me, I suppose. It's a corny answer, I know, but Clothis.
My service is for life, so
I need one person to roll a persuasion check.
My persuasion's +6.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me move these other dice from a different game out of the way. Yeah. And I'm going to also use guidance just in case.
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, I believe
we
we have a
ton of
table
stuff.
guidance, and then oh Jesus, and we
So many
got
things.
so many things. Write down 1, 2, 3, 4 table inspos.
Damn.
It was Sarah Christmas about
Sarah
Yeah.
Christmas,
Sarah
for
came
real.
through and said, "Got it."
A table, no, 1 and 2 table guidances.
Okay, so
Thank y'all. They need
how
it.
many inspos? You said how many table inspos? You said 4?
4.
Okay,
Mm.
so that's 9. Okay, so now 5. Okay, awesome. So let me do math.
Oh no.
It wasn't a natural 20.
Mark,
Plus.
no.
Wow!
Yay, Ark!
What?
My demigod's friend.
Oh,
22.
A 22.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could try to roll again to see if I could get higher. We have table inspos. I'm gonna do it. 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 Why not? Why not? Yeah, it's just a 22.
With a 22. And of course, this has been softened by the many, many successes of last game. Simon sits up, straightens up. This is one of the strangest capture interrogations I've ever had to be a part of, just in general. But I hate to say it, I think I'm starting to like it here. Or this whatever's, and points to all three of you, and then Maple specifically, whatever this is.
I will not apologize.
I would like if I'm going to stay a part of the Pointers, I would like it if they didn't merge with some of the other groups in town. So maybe if I accidentally spilled some information about their happenings.
Oh, we have plenty of towels for spills, so, spill away.
Right, okay. Maybe y'all can deal with it. The longest story, the Keontae situation was... Oh no.
Arnar.
Quiet. It was a ploy to use good faith amongst the groups here, the mercenary groups, the last sips, the pointers, all of us, to see if we could work together and in what capacity. The good news is Keontae, like I said, still alive, just kind of gonna go to the highest bidder in terms of ransoming. And it was supposed to be pinned on the leader of the SIPs specifically.
Interesting. What's with you guys anyway? That's like the number one thing that I hear is that y'all don't like each other. What is that about?
Yeah, what's the tea? What's going on? I'm tempted to literally just like sit on my stomach and kick my feet at this because this is kind of like tantalizing now. What's going on with that?
So, as much as we would love to run the city together, get the queen out and do our own thing and have a whole... I say we. This is what they have been talking about for the last too long at every gathering. But that just seems like someone's going to be pushed out of power quickly. If that happens. A lot of it has to do with the people that are leading those groups. all they want is power. The portals, as you say, are a means of conquering on a larger scale. Control the portals, control the information of them, control more power. And with the hopes of the portals actually leading to other spots on Almagarth, just imagine the havoc. So, a lot of dominoes are set up, and I don't think they're falling where they're supposed to. And that's just from a lowly, humble grunt, on the groundworks.
Samir is gonna briefly just subtly tap Dizzy. Oh, did Dizzy leave again? I'm just tap Dizzy like on the back of her hand, like a couple like just taps kind of to indicate that, especially when he mentions the portals again, that's another conversation that they have to have a little bit later because it just seems to keep popping up for some reason. It's a bit curious. It's a bit curious. We love that. We love that. Interesting. This may be a. Oh, you go. You go. I have a moment of pettiness, just like a small moment of pettiness. You wouldn't happen to know where that one lives, do you? Just in case. A
No.
curiosity.
Unfortunately, we
I
kind of keep secrets of that for obvious reasons.
Of course, obvious reasons. Oh, darn. That would have been amusing, but oh well.
Sorry.
Not your fault. Like I said, I was assuming that would have been kept secret, and that would have been a bit too easy.
The worst news about this is my situation doesn't really work on other vamps.
Mm.
What do you mean, yet?
Can't it grow? Can't you develop the power more?
I haven't tried.
See, there you go.
I've always just been told that. I've never actually tried.
If you're gonna be expanding this information thing, something to look into.
Okay. I desperately trying to figure out any angles that I got. I got to tell you, I got none.
We're just weird people.
Definitely that. Oh, okay.
I was also raised by, for a good chunk of my life by druids and werewolves, so not phasing whatsoever. And I'm friends with a succubus, so again, does not phase. I hope she's
They're
doing
part of
okay,
the information
actually.
gatherers too, most of them.
You want to know the truth, Simon?
I would love to.
The only difference between you and us is your diet and how much sun exposure you can handle.
No way, dude.
Why should my By which I mean to say, my first instinct isn't to hurt anyone, and you having a different diet and maybe preferring the nightlife doesn't really inspire me to want to do that. And frankly, I would like to dispose of that notion in Among Us altogether.
I like that. I I think that's my hesitance to the group's collective of trying to take over because their move is to also remove the queen. But the queen is the only one that has been protecting us from everything the older humans want to do.
Mm.
I can tell you, neither my order nor the queen have any interest in forcing you to work or running experiments on you or anything of the kind. Sort of, at least here in Kiss, where the palace and the queen's protection are, when we find people who have unique conditions, who are maybe not living the best life that they could. When we can, when there's space open in the castle where people know who they are and what they can do and aren't afraid of them, we make sure they get it. It's small, but you have to start somewhere.
Sorry if I am taking a little time to wrap my head around.
It's been a very interesting day.
It's been a very interesting hour and a half.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Look, you want me to gather information for you? I got you. Joining big things, I'm not sure about that, especially if there are hurdles to what I can do.
The only When it comes to the Temple of Clothis, we do take anyone. Clothis does not care about people's circumstances or who they are. It's how they manage their circumstances. If you're someone who wishes to manipulate those for your own gain, absolutely not. But if you're trying to survive, better if you're trying to make things right in the world, she's more lenient that way. So the only thing that would be asked of you if you do wish to seek out the temple is that you're willing to be judged to see if you are someone who wishes to manipulate and harm, or someone who simply wishes to survive and maybe do their best to protect the balance of things. And that's really it. If you are someone who would bring harm, they'll just turn you away. Most of them are not really the type to really fight people outright. Those are some of the other factions that are elsewhere. But that's really it. And they know that I'm a pretty decent judge of character.
Good to know.
By the way, I don't want you to gather information for me. I have somebody to do that already. She's just not here. I just don't want you to work for this asshole if you don't want to.
Yeah, honestly, there would be something I'd be curious about you doing, but that would require maybe working with the Clothis Temple a bit, because that requires maybe some traveling. If you do go, I can divulge a little bit more on to what that is, but that's only if you wish to. And they do pay for your travel.
The point is, you have choices now.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't.
Me working for a temple is exactly something I didn't even imagine to be on a bingo card.
Some people, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I tell you what, you give me the, whatever your name of whatever, and I'll see what they're about. How about that?
Samir goes into her pocket and pulls out like a red satin ribbon. Your hand, please. Thank you.
Hand to your hand.
And she wraps the ribbon around his hand in like a very intricate pattern, and then like seals it just and like tightens it a little bit. Go there. Let them know that Lady Samir sent you. That is my calling card, so to speak.
Red string. That's it.
Mm-hmm. The pattern of it is my calling card.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Mhm.
Blue flower, red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns.
Also, there you live in a world with magic, Simon. What? That's what gave you pause.
That's the thing that made you confused.
Just a red piece of string.
Red.
Yeah, Simon.
Red.
Sometimes it's not a dragon.
Now
Look,
listen, why are they judging? One of these voices might genuinely be concerned.
You know what? You're right. Yeah.
That's true. Could just be like an old Victorian ghost in there, just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's witchcraft.
Okay,
Or there's someone in there that's like, science. How dare this religious mumbo jumbo?
Or what if one of the individuals in there doesn't even speak common? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, what a
let me
rough
go
day.
into primordial real quick. Say the same thing in primordial.
I now want a spin-off of just Simon and the people in his head.
Simon Says, the one shot.
We all play different Simons.
Get out!
Look at Mo making these one shots. Is it basically like Bluebeard's Bride, but for Simon?
Ooh,
That would
How
be
many
fun.
voices does he have in there? What's
Yes.
the canon number, Ryu?
Good.
yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Love that for him.
I don't have
Ash
enough
is in.
points for it. I don't have enough points for it. I need more view. For that. Anyway.
Oh
So
man.
yes, that's my symbol. They'll know that's essentially to verify that it's me.
And your name is Samir.
Lady Samir Inomiya. Did he actually make that look? Is that a look that he actually makes?
Yes.
Okay. I figured. I'm gonna roll to see if I clock that.
Okay. Rolling
That's
insight.
Yeah.
Did he look like that because he can't take notes because his hands are tied?
I'm using another table instead. Oh my god. I need a table. Actually, no. I'm using my own inspo for that. Oof.
There's Ark.
There's Art coming in.
I rolled a 1 for that, so I was like, oh.
Ooh.
Ah, scary.
Much better. Thank you, Ark. I love you.
Table guidance.
Name to guidance.
Yeah, I had to roll a thick boy for that one.
19, 21, 23.
Wow.
And what was the roll exactly?
Essentially, the look that he gave as soon as I said my last name. Like, what was that look for?
Recognition.
Oh, your name precedes you, Samir.
You happen to know my last name? Well, I guess that makes a bit more sense. My family's a bit known, but...
Known is an understatement. Little about your family.
Now I'm curious by
Remember when
how
I
you
said we were supposed to set up the
That
leader
was-
of the SIPs?
Hmm.
That was the name.
Ah,
So if you're, look, I'm sorry already.
hold. I will make myself very poignantly clear here and now. You can make whatever checks you want. I'm also willing to just offer you a little bit of food if you want to even verify my brain and memories. I'm not associated with that whatsoever, and my association with the temple is not associated with the SIPs in any capacity, if that's something that you're concerned about. That information just now is a bit curious to me, to say the least, and now I'm one to look into that more. So thank you for verifying that. But if you want confirmation that you'll be okay, I can give you that solace if you wish.
It is hard to believe that you don't. I mean, I guess everyone has secrets, but oh boy, is that a big one.
Very. It actually explains a couple of things too. Very curious.
It sounds like whoever this person is to you, um, they've been making too many moves.
Apparently.
Too close together or overreaching?
I would say overreaching without completion.
Sorry, Maple, I cut you off.
No, I'm just. Do we need to have a team meeting, or is this still
We'll
going
talk.
well? Okay.
We'll talk once when Simon's ready to go.
Okay, cool. And you see Maple resumes just like standing like blankly staring at Simon, like just not really knowing what's going on. But, like,
For Maple and Dizzy, you could kind of see like Samir like have a very quick side glance at EC. When more of this is happening, it's like, yeah, definitely overreaching. Okay.
For those who don't know, EC is a Decepticon, essentially. Anyway,
Ye olde Decepticon.
is there a reason you said Decepticon? And
Huh? Nar.
why'd you say the evil one, Ryu?
Because Ryu is a horrible person.
I'm an okay boy, according to my
did
captions.
put okay boy in captions today. You're
did.
Yeah, all right.
Gonna fight Ryu.
Oh. A lot of bad bets, to say the least. But if I only know a little about that, I just know whenever we're supposed to make it look like we did a bad job somewhere, we're supposed to drop some hints towards leading to the leader of the SIPs, which are supposed to be the most secretive one. So it's real hard to just be like, oh yeah, surely they did it, you know.
Interesting. Oh man, I'm sad that Bree's not here because I think Bree was the only one who made the connection about the SIPs. Yep.
Well,
kinda.
Nina would have made a connection with the name.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that will be handled in time.
Okay, so here's I don't I don't know whether my luck is all fucked or all good at this point, you know?
I could technically just cast augury right now and let you know if there's a good like a woe or a wheel for you. We could definitely check.
I think that it's better to not know for me.
That's fair. At the
Is
very
there
least. Oh,
sorry.
you
Is there
can go.
anything particular anyone needs to know, or have I done my trades?
That's everything I need to know.
What can you tell us about him?
Oh yeah, you only really said that he was a higher vampire and you don't know where he lives.
One of the higher ups in the pointers. I think he's trying to make a ploy for the SIPs, but overall, the power shift would have made a big difference for him specifically. So,
Do you believe in his message, or is this just a job, something to do?
I mean, it'd be nice to be at the top of the food chain, but I think about that for anybody, you know?
You know, as an entrepreneur in woodworking specifically, you're your own boss.
Are you
So,
trying to MLM him?
Yeah, I just need two people below me, and then those people get, you know,
We pay for all the wood.
oh, that sounds good. I'd be my own boss and like make my own hours.
You
right?
see this
Yeah,
car
you
out
know,
front? That's my car, and I was able to achieve all that within a year.
It's pink. This is Maple's heel turn.
You thought Maple was fine and not evil? This is it.
no plot twist. The
She has a
horses,
pyramid scheme.
the horses got Maple to join their pyramid scheme.
Oh
Maple's
no!
5 or 6 tiers down.
No.
No.
We got to get Maple legal counsel.
I'm sure
Oh my
it's the
God.
temple of like one of the law-related gods somewhere where we need to go to.
If that doesn't show up in a horse sound, I'm gonna be angry. Anyway,
Horse MLM top of the pyramid Horsona when?
Immediately.
Mary Nay.
You get the pink saddle when you've sold enough.
I hate it here.
How does that
We have fun here.
In all seriousness, did they come here on horseback?
Whomst?
The vampire boys.
No, they were walking on back roads, back streets.
Carry on.
In terms of Herschel, just like I said, don't let him bite. Um, I'm sure whatever he's got planned isn't good and is certainly not exactly in line with the merge. So,
Simon, I don't know, what's about to happen to Herschel, but I guarantee you, you don't want it to happen to you. Whatever you choose, and you do have choices, I intend to hurt Herschel very badly. I have a bone to pick.
Cocks the glaive.
Right. So is that my exit sign, or am I supposed to be sitting here and watching this? Because
In the event that we don't send him back to wherever it is that he goes, we promised that we weren't trying to trick you and we weren't trying to harm you. So, personally, I think it's in your best interest not to be here when he wakes up.
Should we remove the? Hey, Oleander, I think you're good to remove that from him. I think.
are we sure about that?
I think.
You sure about that, Simon?
Yeah. I have some job offers, and he shakes the wrist with the red string.
Let him loose.
Oleander comes over and clicks it, and an arcane release. You know, it was nice to not hear a lot of the voices. That's something I'm going to have to look into in the future.
Who knows? You might be able to shut him out. Or pick which ones you hear.
They do have a lot of stories. Sometimes I get bored. I actually just listen.
Stories are useful.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry I didn't get the full story before sending your crew into the fire. And he looks at Oleander and Dizzy.
Apology accepted.
What a weird day. So I just leave out of this thing, or?
Yeah, just walk straight back out and stay out of trouble, or I will find out, and then I will become unpleasant.
Cocks the glaive. Oh, and don't mind the weird flesh monster on your way out as well, because just ignore it. We'll deal with that later.
Right.
More questions than answers down that path, friend.
Yep. You know, yep. Okay.
Nina just waves like, bye, Simon. See you later. I had to. I just had to.
You realize there are no more deals, Nina. No more.
I'll still see you around.
Okay. All right.
Maybe later. Wink.
It's already been a weird day. Is the last thing you hear is the door.
She always finds a way, I swear to gods.
So easy. Is he because of that whole situation, or was that just like a gift spontaneously for no reason?
So she is concerned about my safety and prefers that I stay in Kiss because I don't wish to stay in Kiss for right now. This was the bargaining for me to not be under house arrest, essentially. However, the thing that I was concerned about in regards to that is when I was home, I found out that, long story short, my grandfather was very, very ill for a very long time. I don't know what she did, but from what I gathered, she made some deals to essentially keep him from dying. And that's the main reason why I keep getting offered for marriage proposals. So she can, one, keep the family safe, but then also whatever that miracle cure was a lot. And I also found out not too long ago, I think it was a month or maybe a week, but apparently my house was broken into. So whatever this deal is, I think that's the reason why she's been overextending.
Samir, I've never met your grandmother, so I don't know if this is off base or not, but are you positive she made a deal with someone and not something?
I don't know. I knew that she is someone who makes deals, but I never knew to the extent. There was a reason why I keep telling Lucky, you don't drink tea with her, because that's when the business talks happen. And sometimes, from the very few times that, since I've been back home, and the few times I've seen it, some people simply disappear. And there's also that allegation of her disappearing my father, that, while it hasn't been confirmed, she probably did it, or arranged for it to happen.
That's mostly why I'm asking. She does not seem like the type who scares easily or substantially.
I didn't find out about the house break-in until I spoke with my grandfather. I'm sure she would have never tried to tell me. She made it seem like it was all about strengthening the family bonds. But when I found out about that, and what her extent was in trying to heal him, that's when things came into a bit more perspective. Because honestly, I don't know a lot about her either. You know that I was not raised here for most of my life. I'm still learning about her. And this has me very concerned. Because if they're targeting the SIPs, and if she is the leader of the SIPs, that is going to come back to my family.
I think at some point we may need to have a frank and earnest conversation with your grandmother.
Oh, don't worry. She technically apparently she ran background checks on all of y'all, so there's no point trying to hide you guys anymore. We have to go over to the house anyway.
I wonder which one she got.
I don't remember giving a Frank or an Ernest any of my personal information.
Before
they don't wear name tags.
Before that one wakes up, the portal situation. In Copeland Forest, with the werewolf situation, the Rakshasa that was there was trying to open portals, using the avatar of the forest as well. Talks of the portals makes me very concerned. I don't know if maybe you could help with this. My mentor was a Shadar Kai. I haven't heard from them in some bit, and they were specialized in portals and planes. When I left Copeland, the communications seemed to pause. I was going to see with the Kiss Temple if they've heard anything from them, but if there's a case where they haven't, I'm worried that maybe they stumbled onto something, and now they're missing.
I think we can certainly apply the full weight, and she does look at Oleander, the full weight of our resources to seeing if we can't track them down. There's, I wouldn't say a lot of people going missing, but more than I'd like.
It's worth a shot
Ionis,
if you give me some information.
I can do that. I originally was worried that with the rogue faction coming back, maybe something happened with them, but now hearing portals mentioned again, I hope it's not that. It's all, I just simply want to make sure they're okay.
This is the
There's a lot
danger
of
of
moves happening, so
a lot.
Yes, a lot.
This is the
Guess-
danger of hoarding resources, hoarding knowledge, is people are running to snatch up these portals and they don't even know what they do, where they go, or how they work.
I guess we're gonna be in KISS for a while. Okay. How long until we want to wake this person up? I think I need to eat something. I think I need a pause.
yeah, I
Just
mean,
to sit and eat.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I have an idea. I'm gonna check and see if it's actually in my inventory or if I have to search the shop. Did it come with my stuff? It didn't. I'm gonna find like a bowl of rice or barley or some kind of small round thing, and I'm gonna spread him in a circle around him. Because he's a vampire. If he wakes up before we're ready for him to, he's got to count every single one of those motherfuckers.
Yay!
Vampire lore!
We love vampire lore.
ain't no
Babe,
fucking
new
way.
vampire lore just dropped.
Ain't no
Which
fucking
clan is he a
way.
part of?
I hate it here. Okay, you do find this thing. You do circle. We'll
Just in
see if
case
that
he's-
worked. That's so funny.
You realize we're setting this up for a Vampire the Masquerade one shot of Simon like in his head after this like new
Just to walk
awakening.
home.
God, this poor man.
Hey, Mo. Hey,
Uh-huh.
yeah. No wonder. It's almost
We've
like I
got My
did it on
Little
purpose.
Pony. We've got
have-
ETM.
Hey,
We got
I'm setting these.
Bluegrass.
I'm setting these lineups. I'm setting these jump shots for y'all. I'm just saying.
What we're really serving is range.
Wow, thanks.
Wow.
Wow. But yes. Do you give Oleander the information to find your mentor?
Yes. She'll give all the information that she is aware of, and she'll also give the essentially like the basic bare rundown of what happened with the rogue Clothis people, the last letter she sent, assuming that they were back at the Copeland Temple, and any of the teachings that they were that she was aware of that they were doing before they kind of diverged past.
Okay.
Because that was Samir's original build. Plain shenanigans.
Please send me that in a DM so that I can
Yeah.
remember it.
Yeah.
Thank you. All
I'll
right.
do that during break.
Yes. Which is it? Is it time? It's about time.
It
You know
can
what?
be.
It's a good
It
little
can be.
stretch. Look, your character's gonna get a snack, and you guys are gonna get a snack too. We're gonna go ahead and take our break. Be about 10 minutes. Get your stretches. Look away from the screen. Take care of yourself. Take your meds if you haven't already. And we'll be BRB. Okay. See you in a minute.
Thank you for inviting yourself over, Ryu.
I do that. I don't
You
need
said we're all getting
your
a
permission.
snack. All right.
Yeah, I don't need your permission. I just come in. I'm not a vampire.
Intermission. Okay,
Bye.
bye.
did this. I don't know where I was
What?
going. Welcome back,
It's
everybody.
okay. It's okay.
Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? Hope you got your rest in, looked away, did what you needed to do during the break, because we sure as hell did. Get your little sips in, because we got another half of the wonderful Roll for Luck.
It's the same energy as Snoop Dogg dancing, just that same kind of
Man, I'm sad. I have Snoop Dogg wine downstairs. I didn't open it. I'm sad. Maybe next week.
I'm
I'll have
sorry.
the
Is
Snoop
that
Dogg
making
wine.
Martha Stewart?
Yes.
Ooh. Yeah.
You are absolutely our insider trader.
You're the one white lady that we were good to just find with.
That's so. Oh my gosh.
At least I'm not the butter lady. What's her name?
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that
Claudine.
lady.
Hold on. When did we get our own emote? First off, second off, thank you.
That, Ryu?
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen it. That's the first time I've seen it.
Anyway, what are we doing now?
Oh yeah, we're playing a game. Hey, we're gonna go back in the game. We're serious RPers, okay?
Where?
Okay.
Nominate us for all of your awards.
Sorry, Ava, that was badly timed.
Okay. Yes, we are going back in. As you prepare yourself to awaken Herschel and question to see if you can get any actual information from an obvious older and quote unquote more important vampire and leader of some sort in the Pointers. What do you do?
Is it, first of all, is it guaranteed that he is more mean than Simon?
It was implied.
Great. That means he has more trauma to unpack. Let me at him.
What would y'all like to do?
In all seriousness, I have no plan.
Because Smite only lasts for a minute, I will save that. But just know, it will be ready.
Smite? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oof. Okay.
I would like to find a tankard, some kind of container of water. And just as a matter of persuasion, it's just good business, I'd like to fucking cast ceremony and bless the water and make holy water.
Yay!
Is there a squirt bottle in this shop by chance?
Yeah, probably for cleaning and such.
Great.
Perfect.
Maple will go in search of one as soon as Dizzy starts making a concoction.
Yes.
I'll help Dizzy if they need help.
How long does ceremony last? Or take?
1 hour. It's instantaneous and lasts for an hour.
Okay. Bet.
Sorry, no, I reversed that. It's one. Can I roll to have started casting ceremony before we went to go get food? Because casting time is an hour.
Yes. You can for sure have started this. Like, you already know that you were going to be dealing with vampires. So as soon as you brought them in and they were clamped up, you could have started something while you were talking to Simon.
Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. And I don't know if I'll have to use it, but we have it.
Oh, this would be about the time that your short rest would have hit. So.
Chill.
There's that.
Am I alive? I think I'm alive.
I believe so.
Okay.
Okay.
My computer took a little nap. I'm back.
Okay. Oleander, is this one of those cases where I should make myself scarce, or I'm letting you guys lead this? So, what would you like me to help with?
Dizzy is mentally checking Oleander's character sheet. Hang on.
Uh huh.
Maple has now emptied the squirt bottle of whatever contents were in it and has presented it to Dizzy.
Thank you. Also, hey, while we're transferring this, I know you went and talked to those horses, and then I think before you'd like did some kind of princess druid magic at a hummingbird or some kind of small creature. Do you talk to like all animals or just the ones that seem like they're cool?
Can I just say, DK, that I'm terrified of this gesture when referring to horses?
Yep.
It's not my best work.
I think you were doing something with both hands, but I couldn't see the one off screen. So it's just this one.
Framing is important, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did do some druidic princessy things in some circles, for sure. Little bit of dumb luck in others. More likely, yes. I do like to talk to the occasional beastie on occasion, yes. Why do you ask? I'm pretty sure that these guys speak common, so that's not gonna do us much good here. I did see a mouse when I went to go get that squirt bottle. Do you need anything from him?
No, I think we should probably leave him to his evening. No, it's just
Okay.
I know that you're super good with money, and Dizzy will look at Oleander and then look back and go, we're looking for somebody with unique skill set, essentially, to help us out from time to time. Here's the thing.
Oleander leans in like, I don't know where we're going, but
Not the unique set of skills.
Oleander, Dizzy just squeezes the shit out of his thigh. Just don't sit. Just under the table. I can't talk to animals. That's not a skill that I have. But I imagine they have an awful lot to say and witness a lot of things that nobody asked them about. And I'm sure that they would love to tell people the things that they've seen. And I think that it would be really helpful in terms of maybe uncovering some things because nobody is expecting a mouse to go spilling their secrets.
You know, we're on the same page. I also had that thought, but you know, some animals are more reluctant to talk to me than others. So far I have had more success with birds than with horses. So I do have those things going for me. Is that enough of a resume for you, do you think? I haven't tried anything else.
Dizzy looks like she's thinking for a minute. You're hired.
Cool. So I am comfortable with no pay.
No. What?
Why do you do this to yourself?
No. Maple.
I would appreciate compensation, but you know, the real gift is the friends we made along the way. I was told that one time, and it's, you know, somebody put on a crap.
You can have friendship, but you also need to make sure that you can live.
I mean, I can, you know, hunt for my own food. Usually, you know, I've got a canteen. There are streams all over the place. You know,
Maple, take the money.
While Maple is talking, Dizzy is gonna get up, and I'm sure she has a darkling feather somewhere, kind of a long, sleek, blue, purple sort of feather, and she's just gonna very quickly sort of tie it into Maple's hair, and go, no, just go. So, in terms of making friends with the animals that maybe are not so talkative, maybe it would help if you looked a little bit more like something that they were familiar with.
Oh, the feather. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I get
Obviously,
it.
it's one piece and not an entire costume, but you get the idea.
Right. Right. I have found it rather difficult to find costumes in my size anyway. So, this is really convenient. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm super into this. Ryu, I can't tell what you're doing, and I'm really scared.
Nothing.
You bent down to write something. Okay, so do you have like an immediate need, or am I like on a retainer situation? Like,
Little of column A, little of column B, actually.
okay,
And Dizzy is gonna reach into her armor, not into her cleavage, but into like underneath her armor and pull out whatever she tapped during the fight. And it is a folded, blood-stained piece of parchment. And she will hand it over to Maple and say, I could use some help. Just finding out if this information is accurate, I suppose.
okay, that is super great and super fun. I do need to be completely honest in that I can do numbers kind of okay when it comes to coin math. But letters that turn into words that turn into sentences, I am slightly less accustomed to being good at that. So, if maybe I could get a verbal example of what the letters that turn into words that turn into sentences on this bloody piece of paper would sound like in real life, that would be most helpful.
Dizzy is going to just kind of fondly put a hand on Maple's shoulder. And with your permission, Mo, we'll cast Comprehend Languages on Maple.
Okay.
And just go look again.
You see Maple's pupils go from like average side to taking up like the entire color.
It's like a cat.
Dizzy, I don't know if anybody has ever told you this, but you touched me and I learned to read. I
feel like we heard that at a party once.
I do have that effect.
Do others know you have this gift? You could change the livelihoods of so many children in so many like impoverished villages that I've been to. Have you? We need to take a vacation, a little trip, a little.
Well, here's the thing. It's only temporary, it's sort of a quick fix, but if you like the sounds that the letters that turn into words make, then we can work on it.
That would be swell. That is a good goal for me, I think. I love having goals. Would you do me a quick favor? Could you perchance write that goal, Maple learns to read on this, and Maple will pull out a small notebook. She calls a clamshell notebook a moose knuckle, but I'm not gonna make her say that.
Oh.
So you're gonna she doesn't know. So you're gonna she'll hand it over. And then she doesn't have a pencil.
I'm sure we're in a store. I'm sure there's
Samir pulls out like a quill over a pen or like whatever. Here you go.
Dizzy will spread it out so that Maple can see where she's writing on the back and just spell out each letter as she's writing. Maple learns to read and says, we'll match them up later, but just so you can sort of start figuring out what the sounds do and stuff, and then we'll go from there. But it's in there.
Mysterious lines look so nice, I just have to say.
We'll get you your own mysterious lines.
While this is happening, I'm gonna have like a little we're gonna have like a little moment, like a review assessment for EC right now of like his performance at the fight.
Performance review.
Performance review.
Okay.
Hey, come here, EC. Here, come here. Because we have time.
Hello.
We have time. Hello, EC. How are you doing?
I am a little taller than I need to be. I believe I'm done being activated.
Yes. Well, actually, I would request that you keep that for right now due to the circumstances of who we're going to be speaking with next. But after that's done, then I will make sure to let you know to call off the activation. I don't know the terminologies for these things. I have a couple.
Deactivate.
Well, deactivate makes it sound like I'm actually deactivated,
Oh,
like it sounds sad, which is why I didn't want to say it.
it's the same term used when I don't see things anymore for a while. So
Well, okay, here's the thing. We're going to use terminology like sleep or your job is done. We can do those. We can do those. So whenever you do not need to be tall, your job is done. And whenever you are saving power, you're sleeping. Instead of saying deactivate.
does this help you?
It helps me because saying deactivating kind of sounds like you're dying to me, and not. We've only known each other, I think, like a day. But I hope that you don't die anytime soon. You seem very
Well, that's
sweet and
discontinued
helpful.
or disconnected.
I like the more human, mortal terminology a little bit more, just for me personally. So, a couple things. I know I did not tell you this when we were going into it. I prefer to stealth a lot of the time. I'll make sure to help with giving specific orders when it comes about, but usually when we're trying to stealth and I message you, don't answer it out loud, just answer it in your mind.
Understood.
For this objective right now, we're holding off on immediately trying to fight this one. However, because it's dangerous, I would say if he makes an attack on any of the members here, you can participate in the fight. Not just me, but for everyone involved, especially Dizzy. Do not try to kill him. I think Dizzy would like that honor a bit more. So, attack, harm, maim. Preferably don't kill.
Understood.
I know there was some difficulty there. Do you have questions?
I believe a lot of my capabilities are less that of
Incapacitating?
less incapacitation, more final result.
Very invalid. I'm not going to tell you how to use the gifts that you have. It's
I do
something
have
that...
this, and he undoes undoes his arm and sparks up, and it's like this it kind of like a lasso of some sort that sparks.
You know what? That probably would be good for that type of the request I have. Instead of the gun that you had earlier.
/R?
That was a bit shocking, honestly.
It just kind of turns around. So we don't need these, and pokes out his arm
No.
and turns his left arm into a gun.
Nope.
Are you sure we don't need that from across the room? Are you sure?
No, I don't think right now. Again, I feel like it's going to be more of your call, Dizzy. What happens with this guy? I'm leaving that to you. If honestly, Dizzy, Easy, listen to Dizzy. If Dizzy wants you to like shoot this man, shoot the man. For right now, don't shoot the man. Just lasso the man.
Okay, but in all honesty, what else can he do?
I don't know. I was kind of very, very scared when I first saw that.
Does
honestly.
he come with a manual?
The manual is
can't read
held
it,
by
but,
the
you know.
by the controller.
Again, I left my house and I literally yeeted myself out of a window. So I did not have time to like get a manual. I think I just got enough to activate him to be small to big. I think that's all I was able to get. But again, we're going back to my house eventually, so I guess I'll get the manual then.
If given the options, I would like to stay with your group, if not only to stay. What is the term? Not asleep.
We're gonna just like pat EC's head. I don't know how tall he is right now.
He has to hunch in this room.
Oh yeah.
No.
Jump into something. I think, again, even though we've known you for essentially a day, less of a day for some of us, I think you'll be with us for some time, so you don't have to worry about that. We just need to work on some of the skills to make sure that it's well-rounded with the rest of us.
I would like to be a better companion, Bob, so I welcome the critiques.
You are too wholesome, and I swear if you turn out evil because Ryu deemed it so, I will murder Ryu. I swear. Swear right now. On June 28th, 2023 at 9:58 EST PM, I will murder Ryu.
You heard it here, folks.
Best.
You heard it
And you
here.
can clip that.
No,
Put that in your pipe and clip it.
This is the best foreshadowing of emotional damage I have ever witnessed. And
we'll reflect back on this like 5 months
Izzy
from
is a
now.
good guy. It's fine.
In case of fire, break glass should be the first, just right on Izzy's chest.
It's
Like,
etched in Elvish somewhere.
ooh.
Okay. But that's essentially it. Just be prepared for anything. We're not hoping, I think, for an all-out fight. But it may happen. So just be prepared.
A quick warning of if I use the closest to
The whip thing?
the whip thing,
Mm-hmm.
would you like me to make sure that no one else is touching the subject first or waiting?
Is it like a chain lightning thing? Is that what, does it affect multiple people?
If they are touching.
Preferably make sure, but Dizzy, Oleander, Maple, if you happen to be touching this hooligan and EC attacks, would you be okay if you end up getting caught in like the whip damage?
If it keeps him from getting loose, yeah.
Is that just a nice way of saying the warm embrace of cold, dead steel? Because, like, if that's the case, then I'm into it. And you see, I do recognize that you have, like, some sort of soul in there. So if we could just keep in mind that, like, lives are a risk, you know, whenever you do that, why would you be doing that? Wait, why would you be flipping the kill switch in the first place? Is that like what your activation means? Are you like a killing machine? Oh no.
I
Ooh.
don't question, if I may.
Of course.
I don't think I am a souled individual. I think I was imparted with some information and connectivity through the last maker,
Mm-hmm.
the last arcane engineer. Um, but I do have the initial parameters of keeping these souled individuals, specifically Samir, alive and well.
Okay, but only Samir?
That's why I've been making the designation of if anyone here is attacked, you can also retaliate because
Oh.
technically his programming is specifically for me officially.
Okay. No, that's good. I had not asked these questions prior to this very important conversation. Thank you for answering my inquiries. I realize this is horrible timing. Please carry on.
You're good. It's good to get these questions out of the way. As much as I realize I probably should get more insight, but again, I was angry and I yeeted myself out of a window.
That
So-
was a fun time.
Oh yeah, I kind of did take you with me.
In keychain form.
No, I think I just like carried his body and just like jumped out and like floated down.
Evo.
It's like I gotta take it with me, otherwise like things are gonna happen. So what? I feel like we're gonna have more. I don't know how to broach the topic of a soul with automaton or like beings. We'll get to that Mass Effect episode eventually, but we'll see. I was literally playing in my line. Legion's like, "Do we have a soul?" It was just playing in my mind.
How dare you see me? Anyway.
But for now, do you have any other questions before we get started with round 2 of interrogations?
Oh no. I leave this interrogation in the two of you's more than capable hands. I am rather hands off, but I would, just because I believe I have very good aim, like to be in charge of the squirt bottle, perhaps. You know, just a little bit. Just like, you don't have to put a lot of the holy water that you made in there, Dizzy, but like just enough that I can like aim for the mouth if I need to, you know?
Dizzy is already holding out the spray bottle.
Cocking the glaive!
Great, cool. I do see that there is a stream setting. That is what I need. Perfect.
Oh my god.
Cool.
And if anything, honestly,
Gargusta.
Izzy, if you want to, you can make him a weird, like, goo creature. I mean, Lucky's also here with the maze. It's like, I can do
Do you
it.
think
I can do
Be
it.
fangs?
You know what? I don't know. But that'd be a good question to figure out.
We'll put a pin in that. That may be on the test later. We might come back to that.
Yes. Lucky, you scare me sometimes. Okay, I think we're good. I was tempted to put bless, but that is a concentration for a minute. And conversations go through are very long sometimes, so I don't want to keep on like doing bless. Although, actually, hold on, give me 1 second.
Although I might.
Ryu, can you just spill the beans? If
On-
our darling Tamagotchi in real life is evil, please.
Actually, because
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love my cousin so much, I'm gonna cast Fortune's Favor on Dizzy.
Mm.
So she's gonna take a pearl out and like crush it in her hands, and she's gonna go over to Dizzy and do an acknowledgement of, may I touch you real quick. And she's gonna take the dust from the pearl and put it on her forehead, make sure that it's smeared really well. For about an hour, you'll have fortune will be in your favor, and I'll send you the details about that spell.
Well, thanks. All right, I guess we're as ready as we're gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Ryu, what do we need to do to wake Herschel up?
A little nudge will do it, maybe.
Kick him. No, we'll nudge him.
Hear me out. Squirt bottle.
You know, Maple, you have it. Go ahead. Squirt.
Where should I aim for? Like the ankle? Like, I don't want to He's tied up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, if I aim for somewhere he can't scratch or get to, I think ankle is a solid bet. And are his ankles exposed or no?
No, they're
So this vampire's wearing socks?
Boots. Well, there's also, unless you I'm so sorry. I didn't expose his ankle for you. I'm so sorry.
All right. Maple will just squirt the squirt bottle in his general direction, and we'll see where it lands.
Set it to mist.
I love this. I love this so much.
Okay, and this is, you said this was holy water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. You know what? No, let's see what happens. Because we brought him down to unconscious level, so I don't know what holy water will do. So we'll see.
It's not great.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and this, yeah. Oh, well.
Those are a lot of noises you're making, Ryu.
Because reading all the way through is fundamental. So you spray generally. Do you try to get any skin at all, or just
once Maple is disappointed in the lack of ankle skin showing, we'll just kind of lazily spritz in that direction, not really aiming for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Clothes are fine.
It for sure hits the clothes, and I think what's you guys' passive perception?
12.
A whole 11.
Oh, yeah, same 11. Do you want me to
11?
check?
What?
That's wild.
Hold on. Let me check Lucky. 15.
Okay. Lucky Dizzy noticed it during the fight from specific perceptions, and then and Lucky at this moment realizes whatever that faint shadowy part that was covering them in the outside is no longer covering them in the inside, and you're not sure if that's because they're out cold or because they're on the inside. But nevertheless, the water hits their clothes with little to no issue, and some of it does drip into the actual skin part. Once it hits the skin, you begin to hear a little sizzle. And a grunt from Herschel. And then a little movement from Herschel. And when Herschel starts to move to pick himself up and I'm assuming hands behind can't, then the eyes bolt open.
Oh, good, you're awake.
I told you you still have some uses. Cocks to clave.
Samir keeps that thing on her.
I'm mainly a bow user, however, comma.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Herschel, smug and look. Doesn't say a word. Tries to sit up. And immediately tries to do something as his body starts to become incorporeal and wispy like. And that's when the collar shocks. And he lets out a growl.
Are you done trying to see how you can get out of this? Are you ready to have a conversation like reasonable people, or do you want to struggle some more?
Interesting. Interesting. I'm the only one you caught?
I guess you could say that Simon is gone.
Shame.
So tell me about your little test. Did we pass?
Gone, but not too soon, I see. Passing grades are rarely good in the long term. Interesting.
Which part?
The tables should have been turned in this case. Should have brought more people, I guess.
Should have opened a book, actually. Do you often go out and go after people when you have no idea who it is that you're dealing with? Is that how you intend to run your operation?
The information gathering was quick. We had to move quickly. We moved quickly. That's what we do. The information we got was wrong about capabilities.
We like it that way.
I see that. I would applaud, but hands,
Well, if you hadn't stabbed me, I might feel more comfortable in binding your hands. But This is where we are in our relationship at this point, Herschel.
And what could I call you?
Dizzy will bend down, not within even like snapping range, but just bend down so that she is towering over him and say, Sir Desdemona Morgaine. Nice to meet you.
Desdemona. Okay. What's the game here?
If anyone is playing games, it's you and whatever the hell this was. We were having a perfectly normal day. I wanted to get pancakes, and you interfered with that, and I would like to know why.
Interfered with a lady's pancakes. How dare you?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to reach for the dice because I know Samir is.
Vibe check, obviously. Thank you, Zika. Gosh, my dice are actually being weird today. Doing another table inspo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see, you said you were going to play as Lucky, and this is what happened.
How dare you? Ash is in the chat. How dare you? Anyway. And a guidance for good luck because vampires are bastards.
You sure is right.
So that is 8, 9, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25.
And you were doing a
vibe
insight vibe.
Yeah, because not even like it's a vibe check, but it's more so because Dizzy asked what the fuck was going on with all of that, and he said, I don't know.
Oh.
What do you mean he doesn't know? What the fuck you mean he doesn't know?
Is he a knower?
Definitely ain't a shower.
Oh!
I hope not. I hope that's not on his agenda.
For each of you.
To the corner.
Yep, clip that too.
Of course he's lying.
By extension, just out of curiosity's sake, could it be stretched to see if what could make him talk?
If not, I have an idea.
I'm trying to it's kind of getting an idea from Powered by the Apocalypse type of games where you can how can I get you to talk type of vibe. So yeah. Could it be stretched? What would I have to do to stretch that to maybe get him to open up a bit? Do I have to show titty? Do I have to stab him in the foot? What?
Those are two very different options.
Wildly different.
Wow.
Show a titty or stab him in the foot. The duality of man.
We'll pay extra for that.
The duality of Ava.
Virgo energy. So what was your total again?
25.
You wouldn't have to give much, if that makes sense, if you wanted to stretch that.
Now, I am also bimbo. What would I have to give?
I will give you this tidbit. Simon specifically stated that this was a mission to gain more information about the portals, to gain more power or whatever. And this is the guy that put, or for the most part, from what you understood from Simon, put some of that into motion.
You seem like a very smart man, Herschel.
Ah,
I mean,
thank you.
it takes such a smart and capable individual to plan all of this and also see the potential of the type of power someone can get from the raw capabilities of portals. And I just want to know what thoughts go behind those very intelligent eyes of yours. I'm very curious. I used to study portals myself, but my education ended quite early, so seeing such an individual who wants to gain that knowledge and power of them leaves me a bit inspired.
That is a very interesting.
Why does he keep saying interesting?
That was another thing I kind of wanted to insight check on. I'm like, why the fuck is with him and interesting? Also, do you need me to roll for that? Because I can roll for that.
What would you like to roll for that?
It's up to you. I mean, it's slightly a lie, but also not
It's
a
slightly
lie.
a lie.
It's not intimidation, I'll tell you that. Could it be read as flirtation?
Table inspo. Ark just gave you
Ark
the
came
inspo.
through.
Thank you, Ark! Ark.
said,
Our
"Roll
characters
for
are
it."
gonna bond next season. Rate it on me, Ark. Our characters are gonna bond next season. Don't worry, we're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight.
We're not gonna fight.
They're like step siblings, so yeah, they're not gonna fight. Anyway, I mean, it could be read as flirtation, so persuasion, but it also could be read as lying, so deception. I don't know. What would you want me to do? Again, show titty, stab in the foot. What do you want from me?
Persuasion, deception, or intimidation?
I don't think that was intimidation. I really want to use persuasion because that's a +6. So I guess Samir is slightly flirting. But know that she's rolling her eyes internally. I want everyone else in the room to know that she does not enjoy this.
Jack has made appearance. Go ahead.
And I'm going to use that inspo from Ark just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I will just use a guidance because I like using the guidance just in case. 26.
And you said it was persuasion?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll something. Hold on.
Oh no. I'm so
I
scared.
don't like that.
I'm so scared.
I wish you wouldn't.
Please don't.
What if we use one of our table inspos to give you disadvantage? Does it work
Girl,
that
I
way?
tried that last like during the other season. It doesn't work.
Listen, I have one roll.
I tried to lawyer that so many times.
That's not even the right die. I just realized. Hold on. There it is.
Looking good for us, boys.
As you stare into his eyes, appeal to the
Ego.
power of the ego, the power of the. Did you see my poster just fall? The power of the. the moves and the literally everything for the portals. Scarily calming smirk crosses. You can see the tips of fangs. I I would like to keep any information on those coming to me if you are willing to do some more trades in that aspect, among other things.
That can be a private conversation, but
I do enjoy private conversations.
I'm sure you do. But I would like to know why, particularly, what happened this morning. If you were to give any information, I would love to know,
Oh,
especially if we're going to be exchanging privately.
something tells me that you don't know your friend's after hours job.
It's a secret organization. It's a secret organ.
She doesn't know about all of my evening activities, so
Well, I understand, keep your friends further away than possible. Look, fell into some information, wanted to test it out, needed something to use as my own boost of power. Means to an end, you're just caught in the middle.
just looks at Dizzy.
Is that the best you can do? It's really all the information you can work up, smart guy like you.
Oh, I have plenty of information. I'm not just gonna give that freely. What kind of well, individual would that make me? We can make a trade. I seem to be incapable of doing any of the things I would like to be doing right now. Maybe
Yeah,
a
that's
little bit of that.
unfortunate. Absolutely not.
Of course. Besides, if there is any information to give, what's to stop you from ending me right now? I mean, you could just do it.
Because we know that you'll technically go somewhere else. And we don't know where your resting places are, so you'll technically be fine.
It hurts every time, though. Isn't that something?
No, but that pain is just temporary. Death is eternal, especially when specific things make it eternal. But we know that you'll technically be fine.
So, it seems that we are at a standstill. If you're not going to offer me anything and my continuous eternal playtime on this realm, then where do we go?
What exactly is it that you need the portals for? Let's start there. Other than the fact that they go from one place to another.
Oh, it's definitely more than that. Some people have rumored the ability to enhance the magics that happen around such portals. And if you get someone capable of doing larger magics around the portals, then you basically have a shotgun of a cannon to do with whatever you want, wherever.
And those people who do the big magic around the big scary portals, do they know what the fuck they do? Or are they just guessing?
No, but the closer we get to a portal, the more tests we can run.
What I heard was no. Okay, so you would like me to just hand you the secret of a technology that is already being wildly misused by anyone who can get their hands on it as a bargaining chip while we have you tied up. Just so you understand the position that you are in.
I suppose the first step would be for me to secure my walking papers. Then, yeah, it would be nice if you had a little more information on the portals for little old me.
I would like to make an intimidation check.
Hmm. Ash is given a table inspo.
Yay!
Also,
And-
welcome in, Raiders.
Hi,
Can we say,
Raiders.
oh, never mind. You already have advantage with Ash's thing.
I'm gonna
I was
use
gonna
that
say
inspo.
Maple is over Dizzy's shoulder with the spray bottle, like at the ready.
He has no idea what the spray bottle is.
I'm gonna wait for Dizzy to do their intimidation, but there was a tidbit that I want to get out of character clarification from.
Okay.
And that was an 18 for intimidation.
18. I'm gonna use it.
Essentially, out of character, Samir would have mentioned during that downtime that with the Rakshasa, he used orbs to kind of, from what I remember, it was either keep open the portal or like strengthen it in a weird way, and then like sacrificing beings to those items to strengthen it. What Samir is thinking of doing, she can toy with giving that particular detail to like gain the knowledge, but she can like word it differently to not give exact details of it. If Dizzy is okay with her doing that. Okay, cool. Just wanted to know what we can use for this.
And you said you rolled an 18 for intimidation?
Yes.
What would you like to do for your intimidation?
Dizzy is not foolish enough to think that she can physically intimidate this man. So Dizzy just becomes very, very still, preternaturally still, and kind of seems like she's weighing something and says, "You know what's really interesting, Herschel?
Mm.
You seem to think that death is the worst thing that can happen to you. You seem to think that death is the worst thing that it is within my power to ensure happens to you. There are endless dimensions, planes that are just void, nothing. I would imagine that you do value your existence at the very least."
Would you? Why don't we bargain? What? Step by step bargain. What could I give to walk out of here?
The whole truth.
Of
Whatever you are asked.
now that is a blank bank accounts.
And yet, it worked for Simon.
And look where Simon is now.
I have a
Probably down the street. I said he was gone. I didn't say that he was dead.
You let Simon go.
Sure did.
We know how to track him down.
Interesting.
And he's freer than the rest of your party from this morning. Half are dead, half are taken by the guard. And then there's you in a limbo. But don't worry, I also have something that may pique your interest.
Mm.
To include with that exchange. I've seen portals being controlled. I've seen how it was done. I can tell you how it was done if you give us the information. And I will at least tell you this to just because you're going to probably say you want the information now. I'll give you a tiny bit.
Mm.
It took
Smart.
place outside of Kiss in a more natural location. I won't disclose where. That can be a bit more detail once we get the other information. And it was done by a Rakshasa. Do you know what those are?
I believe I do.
Yeah. That one wasn't quite fun to fight. But I have the scars to prove it. And she pulls up and she's like, you see the lightning scar from like her torso that is like in the shape of a stag head. Yeah, was not fun. But I lived to tell the tale of it, along with my friend here. And Lucky's just like growling in the background.
Really.
Big bushy
sure.
tail.
And she's just like hammer in hand. It's like, let me at him.
Simon or Herschel almost leans into this information. Are that the words that you're saying? That's pretty much along the lines of rumors that we've found in the past few weeks.
Well, that can be clarified if you give us that information, and also you can walk out.
What was the information again? What is it that you needed from me? I thought I told you everything that I have, but you were just caught in the middle of a power move.
Why my order? Simply because you heard that we had also heard about portals?
No, not that you were hearing about them, more so that it was light information about your dealings near them. And now it's even better because it seems like you're connected to someone who's actually been in one, which is even better for the information gatherers. It's not random, and you are not the only one, if that's any consolation for you.
Consolation. Now that's an interesting word.
Mm.
Not really what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you got caught in between.
No, Herschel. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for a good reason to let you go. So far, you have not provided one. But I don't especially want you to die here. Mostly because I'm going to be the one who has to clean it up. It would behoove you to start being fully honest with me.
I've been nothing but honest.
A lie of omission is still a lie, Herschel.
So that means someone in the castle knows a couple lies. I live in lies. I live in telling the differences of what's stretched truth and what's actually false.
And words are the sum total of my life. And I hear the ones that you aren't saying. So again, we find ourselves at an impasse. You are not a foolish individual, Herschel. It took time and planning to find all of us and actually action the information that you heard in rumors, to get us all in the same place, to make the connect, to get me where you wanted me. You're not a fool.
If you were able to stretch the confines of your capabilities and lot in life through a means that is beyond everyone, would you not?
No, I wouldn't. Something that is too much for everyone is certainly too much for one.
We'll never know until I try.
Are you that eager to be lost, to just become ambient magic? There are easier ways to spend or end eternity than what you are suggesting.
Look, you wouldn't be able to fathom how long I've been dreaming of being a little bit more. I'm not at the bottom of the food chain, obviously. He doesn't touch his teeth, his hands are tied. Um, not at the bottom, but not at the top either. Aren't you kind of tired of the humans always being in control?
Not all of them. You folks give Queen Honora an awfully bad rap. I realize that she is human, and I realize that that has caused some contention over the years, but my order exists because of Honora. My order exists to make sure that there is a world to be shared between mortals and everyone else. It doesn't have to be either or. And I realize that there are mortals who disagree with me. But I swore my life to fight and built my life on that concept, and I do stand by it.
Interesting.
Again.
You really love using that word. Is that like
Yes.
your word of the day?
I have a calendar on my desk. Um,
You want a spelling bee with it. That's got to be it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, what a boring ass spelling bee if interesting was
Your final word is interesting.
Wow,
It's
what
like-
an easy and
It's like
boring spelling bee.
the touchdown of the jock from high school that you just remember for the rest of your life. It's a nice clump of words you stroll together, but it's foolish to think that everyone can just live in harmony. Somebody has to be at the top. Somebody has to control the things. And somebody
Who
has to be at the
said-
bottom.
Herschel, you disappoint me.
Mm.
You're putting words in my mouth. I never said that everyone can live in harmony. I said that there is a world for all of us.
There's a balance.
Do you not understand the difference? I'm sorry,
Please
Samir.
enlighten me.
Oh no, it was a mumble of just like there is a balance to things. And some of the things that you and other players are doing seem to be trying to disrupt a particular balance to things. And that is, to quote you, interesting.
Jeez.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders.
Hello. Interesting.
Well, we're all staring intently at each other.
It's the Spider-Man meme. Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, I can't bring myself to begrudge you your cynicism in the least. As a collective, we have not done a lot to earn the trust of people that are different than us in Amalgarth, and especially in KISS. But if you had done your research, and if you had looked into my order, you would know that that is what we do, specifically. And that is with the Queen's approval.
Yes, we know what the Queen is for. That's beside the point.
What makes you a better ruler than she would be? Because from what I've seen, you're sloppy and impulsive. You're how much older than me and completely immobilized. So you tell me how you would do it better than Queen Honora the Inscrutable. Go for it.
Better, probably not. Different, definitely. I just needed a different power structure, is all.
One with you on top.
Yes. Or
How's
at
that
least in
working out for
control of
you?
who gets up top.
How's that going?
Was doing great until today. You are right. I have learned my lesson. I need to do more research before leaning on a hunch from the grapevine.
Herschel, I would like to believe that you will make a good leader for your people. I would like to believe that you will not be a tyrant or a despot. I would very much like to believe that. Unfortunately, you've only proven to care about yourself thus far. And that is not anyone who should rule. I do not care what you are or what your bloodline is. There is no royalty, there is no king, there is no queen, there is no ruling class. without the class that they are built upon. If you have no subjects because they have all died, you still have nothing. Are there enough of you to survive a war for power? Do you think you can figure out the portals fast enough to make sure that nobody figures it out before you do and gets the jump on you? Can you guarantee that? Can you make that promise to your people?
Especially when you have to sacrifice your own people for those portals. That's an extra tidbit from that information. People were sacrificed to power it. I don't think people are going to enjoy having a ruler who sacrifices for a chaos-built magic that barely people understand.
It's not meant for them to be enjoy.
My statement still stands. No one's going to enjoy that of a leader who sacrifices them for that type of power. And they will know.
What do you think is happening out in the world right now? People are jumping at the chance to learn a little something about everything we don't already have in books, right? Some are lost, some come back heroes, legends, right? It's not just an ease in learning what the portals do. You know how many people have jumped into the portals specifically to get information from the other side to not come back?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You spoke of people trying to learn, people coming back as heroes. You missed the detail of the whole conquest portion. You want to use it to conquest. You're not a hero and not a person of fable, and you're not someone trying. Sure, you can say that it is a knowledge-based type of thing, but you want it to conquer, not to spread knowledge. So make sure just to clarify that, because you're very different from those people.
I am very different from those people in the fact that I'm willing to give a little more of others.
I have a real quick, and I'm assuming I want to request a luck roll per se for this. I don't have Augury anymore because that's a level 2, and I don't have level 2 prepared. But I have 2 religious-based questions for Clothis.
Oh boy.
1. Well, they're kind of going to be vague. 1, if he is to die, will there be quick and negative consequences for us if he is to die? And 2, because of the collar, like the suppression situation, if he was to die, would he still be able to teleport? Or would he actually die? I'm willing to give up 3 level 1 spell slots for that.
Whoa.
You're willing to give up 3 level 1 spell slots to get the answer?
Yeah, and if you want me to, I can still roll a luck check to see if I can even make it to connection, but I'm willing to give up the spell slots because usually I think that would be
Ash is given a third option.
See, no, because I made a joke about that earlier. It's like, if you want, Ash, Lucky's right here, just
wait, can we know?
That still could technically happen. But I want to essentially know those 2 factoids of whatever you want me to do for it. I can roll a skill check, or if you want me to do a luck check, I'm willing to sacrifice those options.
I need you to roll a luck check.
Okay. We'll use
high or low for favorable results.
Where's my D10? There's the D10. We'll go with We'll go with high. We'll go
Mm.
with high.
Here we go.
84.
Damn.
And she's gonna just like, as this is happening, she's gonna sit down and she's going to take out. We'll take out black and white strings for this.
Mm.
And just kind of do like, you know how when you were like in grade school and you would like make those like friendship bracelets, but she's like doing like a bridge type of thing with the string, like just busying her hands while this is happening.
The first question was, are there immediate consequences if he dies?
Yes. With a slight tag on, would it be, and I'm sorry to step into that, but because to kind of keep with the theme of the balance of things, would it disrupt balance if he is to die?
As you're tugging on the strings, it almost slides and loosens as if to signal ease of judgment, few to no consequences.
Interesting.
As for the second part, will it disrupt the balance? No, that was part of that question, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second one is if the collar would
Essentially keep him from
stop
teleporting.
him
So
from.
like, so would he die? I guess is the way that it's going to be questioned. Because it did stop him from leaving before.
With that question, the rope tightens and, without you realizing, becomes a knot, as if to signify uncertainty.
Curious. She's going to send a message to Dizzy. The fates won't judge us if he was to disappear. There won't be maximum consequences. But it's unclear what would happen if he is to expire with the collar. If that helps your judgment.
Thanks. I can respond, right? If
Mhm.
the message was open to me. Thanks for letting me know.
We could also turn him into a Lemire demon. I know Lucky
I'm
is
so
like
curious
right
about
there.
the tape. So curious about the
I'm
tape.
so
We'll keep that. Listen, if he tries to run, he's going to become a tooth demon, and that's just
That's true. Emergency. We have an emergency thing.
Herschel, and please remember when you answer me that you did agree to tell the truth.
Mhm.
What happens? What do you do next? And then after that, and then the step after that. And please don't be obnoxious and literal with me. Do not play semantics with me. What happens if I let you leave this place?
I go take a long nap.
And after that?
Hopefully, given some information from your crew here, come up with a better plan. And I do promise me and mine will leave yours alone. we'll find another way.
It's concerning to me that you still think that this is about this little group in this room. Just for my sake, Herschel, you go. You find a portal. You have no idea what to do with it. You just walk into it.
Me? No.
Of course.
How many messengers do you lose before you either give up the idea or go yourself?
Enough to gain some information.
See, what I think is that if we let you leave here, you're immediately going to go march off to some portal and upset the balance of the whole universe. And I'm going to have to come find you and kill you anyway. And I'm going to be really mad if I have to chase you, Herschel. That's going to make me angry. I don't like to run.
Like I said, I can offer the olive leaf of leaving you and yours alone. I would hope that that would be the same for me and mine. So if you were to find and or chase my situation down, then I know what to do next time. I again don't want it to come to that.
Dizzy, when you're finished, I have my own question for him as well.
Go for it.
What is your ilk with the leader of the SIPs? Why specifically pin it on them? Let's just say that I have my own irritations with them, and I want to know if I need to step away and let others take care of it before I do.
Bad deals, closed rooms. And that is a above my pay grade situation. Smaller beans, if you would.
So you never had a chance to take part in her tea. Interesting. To quote you, but that's my questions. You see?
I tell you what, Herschel, I'm just not convinced, and I don't think anybody in this room is. Now, that's not fair reason to kill you, but it is a very good reason not to let you go. So I think we're going to have to get to know each other a little better before we decide who's going where.
So you are reneging on your
No,
deal.
no. I said walking out was possible. Your problem is you don't listen.
Listen. Don't listen.
I promised you nothing.
Maple will try to like make eye contact with Dizzy and like shake the spray bottle, kind of like, can I like just a little one?
Cocking the glade. Divine Smite is on standby.
Dizzy kind of looks between Maple and Samir, and says, well, he does look like he's getting a little cranky since he didn't get his way, so if we would like to ensure that maybe he takes a little nap, I'm happy to leave that up to the group. And Dizzy will step back.
Maple, you looked really excited to use that spray bottle.
Okay, listen, I got it all prepared. You know, Dizzy did the heavy lifting of actually making it, but I like, you know, took the little funnel into the top of the bottle and I like poured it in and then I screwed the top back on just tight enough that, you know, there was still a little bit of airflow and I switched the nozzle to the right setting and then I put it in my right hand because that's the hand that I use to shoot with. And like, I just think that that was a lot of effort to not use it. You know what I mean?
Your work matters, Maple.
Your work matters.
Know your worth.
I want to see you actually follow through with this. Truly, truthfully. Please. And I'm right next to you.
Amazing. Hey, Herschel. Are you thirsty by chance? You've been here a while. You know, this thing's got pretty good aim.
Absolutely parched, but not for whatever that is.
What do you think it is?
Water?
Let's take a guess. Yeah, it's water.
So you were going to spray me like a cat.
Yeah, you know, you do have similar fangies, you know. Only if you're bad, though, so. Dizzy, do you think he's been bad? Getting up on the counter, you know.
You know, I don't know that it's my place to say whether he's been bad or good. We don't have that kind of personal relationship yet, but I do know he is not being entirely honest, and that was one of the things we agreed upon.
Being as honest as I can be, considering the position.
Is it as honest as you can be, or as honest as you want to be in the event that you need something else to bargain with later?
You took too long to respond. Spray him.
You know, I think you're right, Samir. He doesn't know how to give, but let's see if he has faith. And Maple will...
Too long to respond, bitch!
Dizzy does yell, missed, missed, missed.
It is.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, so and Maple will just like.
As soon as is it a mist or a stream?
It's a mist.
As soon as the mist hits skin contact and it begins to sizzle, he hisses and he lunges for Maple.
Oh no, no.
No, he doesn't.
Glaive. No, Glaive. He's right next to Maple.
Oh, where's Circle?
He's right next to Maple. She's ready for it. Glaive.
My cat back home would never. Let me tell you what.
Anyway, we'll do the semantics and roll for it just real quick. Anyway.
Okay. Several things are happening. As he lunges, Lucky says she's taking a swing. Shamil is taking a swing. EC is taking a swing, correct?
Ooh.
EC is also taking a swing, but Samir will be first.
Samir will be first.
There. She was right there.
Has he been naughty? I can't.
Let me get my 2d8s out. Okay, so for the glaive to hit, it was 17 plus 5.
I don't know why he's tied up. I don't know.
The glaive hit for...
Actually, that would have been... well, he got kind of done a lunge. Would have been an advantage if you want to try for...
Oh, sure, we could totally do that.
Yeah.
Look at me.
That's right, it's so
great.
Nah, that does the 17 plus 5.
Got it.
And so then the glaive damage is 8, And then because we know he is an undead, that's an extra D8 there.
And
Oh wait, no, hold on.
You said you had a smite ready, right?
Yeah, don't worry, it's building up. Hold on, there's a lot of dice I need to deal with right now. Hold on. My apologies. It's 7 for the regular glaive damage, and then with the extra D8 for the glaive, because he's an undead, it is a... Hold on. Let me get to the other D8. That's 5. Then with the smite.
wait.
Because the smite hits with a melee attack. Then I use that smite. And let me just make sure. I go 2d8 for first level spell. This counts as a first level spell slot, correct?
What do you mean?
Because it said the extra d8 is for a first level spell slot plus 1d8 for every spell level after.
Whatever you're casting it as, yes.
Okay. We'll just do a level 1. So so 3d8. Okay, cool.
Oh, okay, cool. It's real bad, guys.
7, 4, 3, 2. So 13.
And what was the last damage?
13. So it was 7. Then there was the D8 of 5, and then there was 13.
I'm going to roll something.
Man, paladins are broken.
Who are you telling?
Myself. I should play paladins more.
How? Ooh. Yes.
I have a question.
Go for it.
Can I act as Oleander?
Sure.
I would like to hold an action.
Okay.
I would like to hold Death Ward in the event that he drops below 0 hit points. So instead of going to 0, he goes to 1.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny.
Then you would pop that off, because my next question was, Ava, what does it look like when
oh darn
you take out
unless you want to kill him, and then
but does Dizzy want him to die?
Yes, but I think I will say my logic as Oleander. It's just that we don't know what's going to happen when he does.
That's fair.
So it's more of a just not nothing. Oleander wants him relatively incapacitated, but just to give us a little bit more time to figure out if we're gonna like end the world if we kill him or something.
Okay.
But also things happen.
Yeah, I already got the signal of unknown from my homie, so
yeah,
we're gonna see what happens. So yeah.
Yeah, so strike that Death Ward then. Let's ride this lightning.
Okay. The way that it happens is as soon as he lunges for Maple, just Samir's hair like starts to unfurl and get dark, like storm clouds were rolling in. She's like, not again. And she's going to lunge forward and stab him in the shoulder with the tendrils of the ribbons coming out again and constricting him. It's very, very cute how you seem to always fall by me. It's almost like you like me. I like to see you begging. So just stay down for right now. And she'll just lunge and like make sure he falls back over. And she just like digs and just twists.
So you're not killing.
She wants to aim like it is, but if it doesn't kill him, she's not going to be truly mad. Because she doesn't know about the Death Ward right now. She wants to, but if it's not, that just means more time for her to try to kill him.
So the way in which you are, because he's only healed a little bit in this time.
Does the death ward not work if you hit more than that?
Well, no. See, the
What's
thing,
faster,
I
death
thought.
ward or that?
Okay, so DK, you said strike it. So are you doing it, or are you?
If I don't want to infringe on what Samir is doing and the very, very good damage rolls, so Ava,
Yeah.
you tell me if you want to kill him. I will not cast Death Ward as Oleander.
I think she wants to kill him. And
Okay.
if he ends up living through it and we find him another day, that's just another chance for her to kill him. So
There we go. Yeah,
she
so
will kill him.
I will continue to leave it off.
Okay.
Then
let me
Ava,
like.
I would like no.
Yes.
Ava, I would like
Yes.
I would like you as Samir to describe what happens when the fates come calling, as
Ooh, okay.
as he is trying to become the being to the state of being that goes back to home to reform, and it is failing.
She lunges and makes him fall backwards with the glaive in his chest, not the shoulder this time. We're making the chest. The tendrils are coming forth, originally red, but then start to bleed into black, tightening, constricting, and holding him in place. And as she digs in, you see her eyes go, originally they're like a full gray, but they flash from red to black. And she says, "The Lady of Fate deems you a threat against balance, so you must be ended permanently. And for the record, as you lay dying and meet your final resting place, the Lady of Sips is my grandmother. So consider this a message from the family." And just digs more and lets go.
The eyes outstretched at the inability to reform, the inability to leave, the inability to not be finaled here. And with the information of the Lady of the Sips, he is pulled into fate's embrace. And Ash in front of you.
What?
Lucky's just in the background, like, "Oh shit! I want to."
Sorry, my brain went. What did you do? Ash isn't even here.
Host!
Damn it! I wanted to turn him.
Sorry, I got too into it for a sec. I'm fine now.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh. Hopefully we didn't need any more information from him. That happened.
I mean, we're 50-50 for the day.
And that's what we're going to call the game.
I love when we go over time.
I'm so sorry for going over time. That was just too good to like end a little before that. I love it. Let's go around the table real quick. Tell everybody who you are, where they can find you between now and next Wednesday. And yes, do the thing. Ava.
Oh shit, let me get a fan. Hello, my darlings and dears. It's your mother, Ava, here. You can find me every Wednesday here for Roll for Luck on Girls in These Worlds. Right now, I don't really have a lot going on, but one of the things I can promote is I'm going to be on Community Cleric on July 13th, because I bullied my way into that. months ago. So yeah, I'll be on there. And eventually I'll be on Exquisite Corpse for season 2 of Arthurian Thirsty Sword Lesbians. We don't know when that's going to take place, but you can find me there because I'm going to make that my second home. Give people money, especially if they're queer and Black. Beyonce is coming up for me. I need money for costuming. But see you guys later.
What a great reasoning. DK.
Hi, hello, that is me still. We look, omelet eggs. You
What?
No,
you can't save every
omelet eggs.
Can
Omelet
find me over
eggs.
omelet eggs. You know,
Omelet eggs.
things happen. Look, Simon's fine. At least he was when he left us, and that's what matters. You can find me tomorrow on Exquisite Corpse Presents at to animal folk and no violence whatsoever in a mechanic. You behave like a completely
I'm gonna fight their
different person
internet.
over there then. Bye.
I'm gonna fight their internet.
We're fighting DK's internet.
Yeah.
It was struggling.
Mo.
Bye.
Wow. Hey gang, I'm Mo. I'm just gonna ride the coattails of DK and say follow what Exquisite Corpse has to offer this month for Pride. I am also doing a Pride show over there on Friday. We're playing a game of Lighthearted. It's Oops, all polyamorous table. I'm GMing. I'm so excited. So yeah, catch me over there on Friday, but also catch DK's game as well because it's gonna be bomb. I've heard. I got some notes today on it, and it sounds amazing. Other than that, I'm running a game about hamsters soon on Tuesdays on the channel, so keep an eye out for that. Summertime hams. That's
Hell
me.
Hammies. Oh, it's me. I am Ryu. I do stuff on the internet here. Variety streamer. I'm producer for GRTW. And Chaos Mistress here on Roll for Luck. Obviously, I love it here. Yes. Follow GRTW for all the things on their socials and everything. We're definitely going to fight DK's internet provider. And stay tuned for Thursday. Regency Remix is going to be coming back for Good Society and Feywild. And then Friday is going to be Ballad of Conjurers. Don't forget that they have a giveaway for the Ballad of Conjurers system each episode. So definitely come back for that. And then the Misspent Youth is going to be later that night. Yeah. So, big radio crimes. Be good at being bad. Take care of yourselves. Keep fighting, and we will see y'all next time. I'll be around the internet. Okay, bye.